Shoot. All right, we're live on 2. Just need to get Facebook up and running. Son of a biscuit eating bulldog. This was me. Save the browser. Make it happen. Make it happen, bitch.
I got the notification from Twitch that we're on.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for StreamYard. I gotta get back into Facebook. I guess Facebook kicked StreamYard out after,
It's only been a week.
Yeah. Oh well, we don't need to have it on Facebook. All right, I'll just let me switch it over. Just give me one secaritos. Starting soon. Hide, and here we are.
All right. That's going to disturb me. Sorry.
It's all good.
We know what's in that box. My entire area back here is a mess, but that's fine. All right, we ready to intro?
Yep. And
All right.
Noah is in the chat right now saying,
hello, Noah.
All right. So you want to give an intro?
Good evening, Internet, or morning, or wherever it is you're listening from, or if you're listening to the replay, let us know.
Yes. Annyeonghaseyo. Ni hao.
I know that one. I know Ni hao. I learned that from watching Ni hao Cayenne from Ni ai Kailan from Nickelodeon. That's how I learned Spanish too, watching Dora.
Yeah, fucking Dora just screaming at you the entire time.
I learned ayúdame though, which is a really good, helpful thing to know in Spanish.
That's true. Yeah.
Ayúdame means help me. Like, okay, I learned that. That works. So you are live with the Degenerates of Dice Monday night TTRPG talk show. You have Jen, and then you have Joe. I got it right on the first try.
Yep. We're getting used to it.
And tonight we are discussing some games from the Xbox showcase and also discussing AI in games.
Yeah. Specifically using it for TTRPGs. I know there's been a lot of drama around D&D using it, but I just want to talk on it, do some examples maybe, because it actually is useful for people to use it. Like, do I think you should be publishing books with AI art in it? No, but like, as far as like a game master or player using it for background stories or for making campaigns, I think it's pretty good. So that's all I got to say on that for now. But when we get there, we'll get there.
Do you have a game to feature?
I don't this week because
that's all good.
What about actually, a game? I got new games, but I just didn't have the brain space to really get into that this week.
That's all right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You can try with next week's spoons.
Yeah.
Any gaming wins?
Not really, but I did see Furiosa with my gaming group.
What's that?
It was
the Furiosa. The
Mad Max movie. It was okay. Nice. You know, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. It was for my buddy who's the dungeon master's birthday party. So it was just we all went out there. I got the large popcorn. Didn't realize how large a large popcorn was because I don't go to movies. It was the first movie I've been in a while. So yeah, there's that. It was okay. I mean, there was a lot of violence. There's a lot of like cinematography wise, it was really cool. But from a writing perspective, it was kind of ass. But you know, it is what it is.
You don't pay for the story; you pay for the action.
Yeah. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
It's like going to a strip club and asking about their personality.
Yeah.
My only gaming win this week was I hit rank 150 on the scoreboard in Fallout 76. And it was very anticlimactic.
Oh, really? Because of the new system?
Yep, because you get there, no new bonus page opens up. You just, well, I mean, it does, but it's all these rewards that are there. You can get them for every 75 tickets. You can pick another one and pick another and pick another. So like scoreboard boosters, like there's like 3 scoreboard boosters, and you get for 75 tickets. So every level you get, every rank you get 25 tickets.
Yeah.
So every 3 ranks you can get a scoreboard booster thing, which is great. You can use that for the next scoreboard. But my frustration still is the lack of atoms that you get for rewards that you got with the last system. Like after you hit rank 100, like every 10 ranks, you get 100 atoms. Like that adds up nicely. And there's some shit in the atomic shop. I'm like, I got 977 atoms that have been sitting there
You
for
need
weeks.
1,000.
Yeah, like I ain't spending them, and I ain't spending cash. I already paid for a Fallout First subscription.
Yeah, but that's what they want. They want you to pay for cash, so they're slowly getting rid of it. It's like, well, I just won't do it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've already got one microtransaction in. I don't want another.
Yeah, like it's like I'll wait. It'll be back in a year, so I'll wait. I don't care. Like if it's in the atomic shop, they cycle.
They'll put it on sale. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't. If I wait, I can get it for a better deal.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not giving you my money, Bethesda. I mean, the game still doesn't work, so fuck them. You know what I mean? That's all we'll say.
Yeah, I'm excited about the new Skyline Valley expansion thing that's coming out.
I actually have the video up for that. Do you have any other gaming wins before we get into that topic?
No, that is my gaming win.
Okay. Do you want to watch the Skyline Valley video before?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've played it in the PTS.
Oh, you've actually played it? Okay.
Well, I played it in the PTS. I did not complete the storyline, but I've gotten far enough in it to where I kind of like what they're doing. And if you nuke an area in particular, it does cause an event similar to like seismic activity or the Scorch Queen fight.
Scorch Queen.
Yeah, so it's a big robot fight, and it is a pain in the ass. So I won't spoil it too much.
Okay.
But it is big robots, so you definitely need to have some troubleshooters.
Yeah.
What's going?
I don't have any troubleshooters. All right.
Pulse grenades. Pulse grenades are what you definitely need for this new expansion.
All right. I'll build a robot build, and let's see. Let me share this, and we got share screen.
Yeah, it's definitely geared towards not experience, higher level players.
Yeah.
And I like that it's not an expansion like the expeditions.
Yeah, that was kind of BS.
I don't mind the expeditions, but I do like having more map to visualize.
Yeah.
To explore.
Atlantic City, it looked cool, but it just wasn't a lot to it. But all right, I'll play this, and then we can talk about it, talk our shit.
All right.
Vaultathon 76 is sponsored in part by Sugar Bombs Breakfast Cereal. Bombs away. Folks, if you're just joining us, we're coming to you live in the 10th consecutive hour of our Vaultathon 76 drive. We've got operators standing by, and it looks like we've got one.
Harry's on from Skyline Valley. He's sending the whole family to Vault 76.
How about that? Skyline Valley, beautiful country, right in the heart of Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I hear you calling.
Call now to join Harry and the over 17 million vault dwellers already on board. And let's keep those numbers climbing.
Got 4 on the line from AVR Medical Center.
Vault 76 is a growing community, and strong community can weather any storm. Why, just take a look at our Skyline Valley neighbors in Vault 63. The greatest scientific minds are hard at work, cooking up shocking new ways to protect and preserve this Appalachian Eden. Yes, Skyline Valley is a stunning portrait of Mother Nature in repose. From the picturesque Shenandoah National Park to its majestic wildlife and friendly local residents, Skyline Valley is a welcome home to all. And don't forget to bring home a souvenir or two. When the bombs started dropping, Don't come a knocking. Call now to reserve your place in Vault 76. Still not sold? Well, I suppose having skin is not for everyone. Best of luck out there.
Lost the one.
All right, so
I did hear about the playing as a ghoul. That was not in the PTS.
I'm excited about playing as a ghoul. Like, I'm beyond excited about it. Like, I will actually play again if I can play as a ghoul.
I'm curious how if they're gonna make like a different storyline for that.
Yeah.
Because you can right now you only start as a vault dweller. You can become a raider, but your storyline starts you as
a vault dweller. Yeah.
vault
They'll
dweller.
have to do something different for the ghouls.
Yeah.
There could also be a ghoul vault because there are ghoul vaults in Fallout. So there could have been a vault that the vault door didn't close all the way. So that's been in lore before.
Yeah. So I'm curious if they'll do that with Vault 63.
Oh, you haven't been in there?
I have.
Oh, you have? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And but so the vault residents in there, they were there when the trying to think. Okay, spoilers. If y'all don't want to hear this, you're gonna have to like close your ears for like 30 seconds.
Spoiler alert.
The vault wasn't completed when the bombs dropped.
So like the one in Fallout 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was already filled with a lot of people.
Oh.
And so they became ghouled, but they are not feral. I mean, I'm sure some go feral eventually.
Yeah, they probably just kill them or set them loose.
Yeah, so and that's a good chunk of the storyline there is how Vault 63 has done a lot with what's going on down there. And like you first find out about Vault 63 because somebody says something about, something crashed and it's the Vault 63 door and it's like up in the forest region and Vault 63 is nowhere near the forest region.
That's pretty cool.
So it but it's got a decent storyline so far, I think. Could be better, could be worse, but it's Bethesda, so sometimes you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that they're expanding with it and that it's new content is always good, especially when it's not just new because there's a scoreboard going on.
Yeah, it's like a straight up war map, which is something we needed for a while now.
Yeah. And like when they brought Nuka World on tour in, that came with a scoreboard, but it stayed.
Yeah.
And it also
I like it.
Oh yeah, I do too. I love the free fast travel point. And because there's two places in the ash heap that you can get to for free. There's that and the Rusty Pick where the purveyor is.
That's where I use that one a lot if I have to go to the ash heap.
Yep. And but no, the storyline's been really cool. It takes you around there, and so I played the PTS a couple of times, and there was an update after I'd played it before because I was like, "Where the fuck's the storyline? Yay, I get to explore this place!" But I want what's the quest line? So I gave it a week or so, and then they did an update, and it had some of the quest line in there. So I mean, you can still see where there's some bugs, but honestly, I've not come across a lot of bugs with Skyline Valley.
Wow, that is surprising.
Wow. But I have not explored all of the locations that they released.
Okay.
And I haven't completed the storyline. Yeah. There's still plenty of time for it.
Okay.
Yeah. But since they announced the date that is coming out, I haven't played it. So I left myself some room for some surprise where I didn't finish the whole thing. And that's one thing I like about having access to the PTS is when I hit rank 100 on the scoreboard and I'm like, okay, now what? Then I can go play PTS and kind of get a preview of what's going down. And you're supposed to get a little a pennant banner for your camp.
Oh,
for doing that.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So there's the first time they did that was for Nuclear Winter.
Okay.
And then there's one for Atlantic City. What is it? There's one for doing it's got I think one of the alien invasion ones I think is on there. So it sorry, yarn issue.
You're
All right. But yeah, I mean it looks good, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of it plays out. There's 2 big events. One of them is nuclear, then it showed the robot fight
Okay.
in the preview.
Okay.
And it is not an easy fight. Luckily there was a few of us doing it, but I didn't even know that it was an option to nuke the
Okay.
area.
Yeah.
So I got the
Yeah.
notification, hey, there's a nuke. Look at the map. I don't see a nuke.
Oh.
And then I see the event pop up, and I'm like, all right, well, let's go see how this event is. And it was fun. I was not prepared. I was not prepared. I ran out of ammo, and
crap.
but did not run out of stim packs because I always have a
That's
shit
what you
ton of those
need.
on there.
Yeah.
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 And always carry a melee weapon. Always. Because you can run out of bullets.
Yeah.
And that's what the repair
carry.
kits are for. Repair kits
I
are on
always,
the way.
yeah, I always have repair kits, and I usually carry so much ammo that I don't run out of ammo, because I usually keep a couple of weapons that are all ranged. I'll just carry a bunch of big weapons in, because I always put my my camp right outside the event, so I don't need to have a ton of carry weight, because I am just going to vomit rounds at the thing. So like,
Yep.
and everyone loves you when you put your camp by the event, because then they can use your stash box.
Yeah. So no, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that it brings back some players.
Oh yeah, it'll bring me back.
Because it gives a I mean the show brought in a lot of players, and it was appreciated because having a lot of people play the game is great.
Yeah.
And then
and Kristen gets to feed them Nukashine, which is Nukashine, and watch where they end up. She's sadistic.
It's an adventure, and you know what though? It's not as bad now as it was when you first started playing, because there wasn't public teams.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah, there was such a tiny stash thing. Fallout First wasn't a thing.
Also, it was fucking quiet because there were no NPCs. It was so quiet in the game. It was weird.
It was quieter than Fallout 4.
Yeah. Like there was just nothing. You would just hear nothing for forever until you hear something that's trying to kill you. And back then, if you were a low level and a high level person would walk through that area, everything would be at a high level. So I would be like level 15, and like a level 70 sheep squash would come by, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to kill this thing. I literally can't kill this thing. I don't do enough damage. There's no way I'm gonna kill this thing.
Yeah, that was when they came out with I think it was a One Wasteland thing.
Yeah,
other than that, everything
before
was
that,
everything was in groups. So this area was level 5. So if you wanted to work on your achievements and kill like 30 robots with a blunt weapon, you go to a level 5 area and kill all the robots there with a blunt weapon, because it's super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So now they made it even, and I don't know how it works though when you're dealing with level 20s and level 300s in the same area.
I guess it's just scaled. I don't know how they got it to the point where, I mean, like, it doesn't feel, I guess because you're not focusing on how much damage other people are dealing, so I guess it doesn't matter so much. I mean, I'm sure they deal less damage than us, but like they still do enough to feel like they're contributing, I guess.
Yeah, it still feels weird when I look at my characters who are level 764 now.
Yeah.
That like I still don't feel like I know how to play the game.
Yeah.
I have a lot of hours logged into it, and I do have a lot of information, but like when it comes to certain build outs, I'm just
I don't do builds. I just do what I want. You know what I mean? Like I didn't look up really anything when I play this game. And it's fine. It's like I kill enough stuff. I don't really die that often, so I'm fine with it. And I do all the events, and I just kind of got burnt out. And now that there's a new map, I'll I'll have to explore it. That's what I like doing in Fallout games is exploring. So
Yeah, well, there's a lot to explore, and there's a couple
wonderful.
of new monsters.
Ooh, good.
Not too many, but I mean, still you have your classics too.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I'm excited to see how some of the storyline finishes out. So,
I do
like I
have to
said, I won't
ask,
play it anymore.
are there any cave crickets in the new storyline? Do you run into any cave crickets? Because I just don't want to deal with those fuckers.
Okay, so the last time I played a few days ago, I did run into some, but it was part of the quest line thing, and where you're in had like some hallucinogens in it in the air. So
Okay.
you were seeing like shadows that would try to attack you, and then some random shit. So that's the only time I dealt with cave crickets down there.
Okay.
But that was just a few minutes, and most of that was
Okay.
because I was dicking around looking for stuff, trying to explore. And but it wasn't too bad. I didn't get downed by any of it.
Okay. Good to know.
And I only play the PTS with my full health character, not with my bloody character.
Gotcha. Okay.
So don't do as much damage, but I can last longer. I can take a better hit.
Hey, good to know. Any other thoughts on? I mean, are you going to make a ghoul character when it comes out?
I have a 5th character slot open.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right. Yeah, you got all the slots.
yeah, so I have my 2 level 764 characters. I have a level 50 and like a level 30, and then I have the empty slot still. And I'm gonna have to give it a shot to see
Yeah.
if the storyline is any different. And I'll check out the PTS too
Okay.
to see how that is, because I'm sure that they'll update that with the ghoul thing.
Yeah.
But they said that's not coming out until next year.
Yeah, but the PTS they'll probably have to test ghouls for a while. So I wouldn't be surprised if it came out like Q4 this year, just to test it out.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I am excited for it because, yeah, I mean, ghoul life is a possibility in the post-apocalypse.
They've never had it, and now it'll be like they have the framework to have ghouls in Fallout 5, which would be nice. But we're probably not going to see Fallout 5 for a very long time since they have a live service game that they're making a lot of money on. So, what was I going to say? I know Natalie's excited for it. She, because now she can play Millie. I think that my big thing is the dialogue should change for being a ghoul because everyone thinks you're disgusting, right? So other ghouls will like you a little bit better, but humans, the smooth skins, won't like you as much, which I think is really cool.
Well, I found with like when doing like daily ops or some with the enemies like the Blood Eagles and stuff, sometimes they're not all human. Sometimes there's ghouls.
Yeah, there's ghouls in there, yeah.
So like, all right, well, so maybe they won't be completely hostile.
Oh, I don't think they'll be hostile. I just think they'll be like shitty towards you.
Yeah.
Because you look like a zombie.
You know? Yeah. And I mean, I'm curious with the ghoul thing. Is it just from when the bombs dropped, so everybody that was then became a ghoul, or could you become a ghoul afterwards? Like enough exposure to radiation while just wandering the wasteland, can you become a ghoul that way?
Yeah, like what if it's a perk card?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that's if that's part of their storyline or not, or if that's in the lore.
Yeah, I don't know.
On how ghouls go, because only thing I know about it is all ghouls are pre-war ghouls.
Oh no, you can become a ghoul too. You can become a ghoul. People have Fallout 3. If you nuke, sorry, spoilers for this, but this game is 15 years old. If you nuke Nuketown, not Nuketown, Megaton. If you nuke Megaton, Moira becomes a ghoul.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, but and that's just from straight nuke, but just like wandering the wasteland.
Yeah, it's still radiation. Like with enough radiation, you either die or become a ghoul. No one knows how it happens, but yeah, because even 3 Dog in Fallout 3 talks about how if you don't take your rat away, you could become ghoulified. He does talk about that. So, but beyond that, they really don't say much about it. Obviously, the show's trying to change that because it was a giant hole and logic there, but I don't know.
I'm excited to see how they do it. So they have a lot of. I mean, if it's not in the lore, then they have free reign to do whatever they want to with it. I just hope they don't fuck it up. And they are Bethesda, so
they're going to fuck it up.
A chance for a fuck up is But the TV show I thought did really, really well.
Yeah, but like how much input did Bethesda have in that? I'm not trying to be mean, but I just don't see Bethesda. I mean, like, it's not a game, so there's no code involved for them. And
right.
That's their point of contention. We'll say is the fact that they have to code things that are not very good at it, even though that's the only thing they do.
They're great at lore.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, fantastic at lore. But when it comes to actually making the game, writing the game, they're fantastic with. But when it comes to making the game,
the fact that there was no glitch or anything in the show was a little
applauding
disappointing.
Them. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
I would have
not even a little Easter egg about that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they should have had like one thing just kind of sticking out, like an NPC walking into a wall or something, just to make it.
Dude getting stuck in his power armor.
Yeah, that's true. that happens all the time in 76. It's fucking bullshit. Like, get your servers together. Like, it's like the server hiccups, and you're just like, oh great, now I'm stuck in this thing.
Yeah,
I either have to,
or the one where you come out of it and you're like, stretched out and like 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
But like all legs and like no torso.
This game has been out like for 6 years or something like that, like a long ass time.
Yeah, like 5.5 years.
Yeah, it's like we still have those issues. They've had a long ass time to fix a lot of that stuff. They just don't. I don't think they know how to. It's probably just buried deep in their code, and their engine's so terrible that it's
a worry though is if they go to fix one minor thing,
they
it's gonna break like 10 more that are like important,
like crucial.
So it's like I deal with this little bug that's not really bothering anything, or deal with like 10 massive bugs.
I don't know.
And then they try to fix things that they try to patch things that people aren't even worried about. Like this is not this bug. Okay, we can. It helps us merge items in our camp. Great.
Yeah.
Don't fix it. And then they fix something that nobody cares about, and it crashes things that people do care about. Like they fuck something up with the camp, and now it's like some things in the camp. Like okay, I took out a light in my camp and I scrapped it instead of storing it, and I went to put another light in, and it said your camp's at max. Like I just took something out of the same thing. I should be able to put that.
They changed the values, so it's just like in the database it changes. So they fucked you over with that one.
Yeah, so I was like, no, that's some bullshit. So some of my camps I keep at max, and some of them are a little lower, just so I can have some wiggle room to put in new things. Especially, I don't know, like. There are new camp items that they were putting out with Skyline Valley. And I can't remember if I tried to build any of them. And I did get new plans, and I can't remember what they were.
The camp, there is the survival tent.
Mm-hmm.
There's it's a little RV or trailer. It's a trailer, which is cool. I kind of dig
fun.
it. Yeah. Then,
I heard about something because it had because usually they have the new ones now have the workbench, scrap ammo stash, cooking station, instrument, and a bed. And this one, when I saw it reading it, it had something else in there too besides that.
Ooh,
and I can't remember what it was.
I know they have a gathering bot. I forget what it's called. Collectron, yeah. It's all scout based. There's a bunch of scout stuff. I mean, I'm only interested in the survival tent, honestly.
Oh, so one of the locations is communist themed. So
Ah,
I'm curious if you'll end up getting more communist
yes,
camp
yes.
items, because there are a few of those in the game already.
Wonderful,
So there may be more.
wonderful. That's exactly what I need. Is more communist stuff. I love my camp. I used.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
the Collectron, when we think about it, because there's a communist Collectron.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Me, Hal, Ma. Let's see. So, did you hear about Fable 4 as well?
No, what
Fable
are they
4 is coming out, I think, next year.
Nice. It's been
Yes,
like 10
finally.
years since
Yeah,
Fable 3, hadn't it?
yeah. I think, yeah. Maybe
Because
a little bit longer.
my husband played the Fable games, and I thought that it was really cool that, choices you made in game 1
Yeah,
can carry to game 2 and then carry to game 3. I
yeah,
mean, you could choose to do that or you could not, but I thought that was really cool. I like that it does changes your gameplay a little bit.
yeah. It's like it's a very complex game. It's fairly easy to play, but it's all about choices. So I'm excited about that one. It's been a long ass time since they've had a Fable, and everyone's been asking for it. It's made an Unreal Engine, so it's going to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'll be
Unreal Engine
stable.
5 looks amazing.
It does.
I'm
And
looking at Fable 3 right now, see when it came out.
And Unreal Engine, it's also stable, which Bethesda's creation is not. So I do like a
Yeah.
good stable game. So
Fable
is what I
3
say.
came out in 2010.
It's 14 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, October 26, 2010.
Okay. Yeah, that's a long ass time ago. Yeah. Yeah. Feels like yesterday, but it was a long ass time ago.
Yeah, and in gaming, gaming and technology, 14 years makes a whole big ass difference.
Yeah.
Whole big difference.
Jesus. So I'm excited about it. There's a new WoW coming.
New WoW or new expansion?
I guess it's a new expansion. It's something about it's for Azeroth, I believe.
Huh. Because I know that they had, I think it's Battle for Azeroth was the last one in regular World of Warcraft before they went to World of Warcraft Classic.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if it's an expansion for Classic or not.
I have no idea.
I haven't played that game in several years.
Yeah, I've never played it. That's about it. If Noah was here, we would talk about Gears of War right now, but he's not, so fuck that game. Should we go on to our second topic?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that about the AI in tabletop gaming.
Yep.
And I do have a story about this one because my oldest son, who runs campaigns and stuff, he was telling me about this the other day. He was like, "Yeah, he's to check out this song that I had," and I was like, "Well, how'd you get that?" And he goes, "I used AI." And I was like, "All right, well, tell me how you did this." He used 2 different AIs. One he did to make song lyrics.
Oh, really?
To do a based off the character backstory that he had, and then he put it into a music AI thing, and it made a song, and it sang it. It had the music. It was like, that doesn't sound like AI. That's fucking creepy. But having this personalized song for this character was really cool. So I was like, that's, because my son does really good. He does really well with writing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done some stories and stuff. And so I was like, did you write some of this? Because he said I kind of gave it, the kind of keywords I wanted and gave it a little description. And this is what it came up with.
Wow.
That's really cool. It kind of had the Vox Machina theme.
Oh, really?
In my head, how that's so personalized for that show, where it's not just an instrumental and just random words. It's actual, and because he does really good with their backstories too. His people just tell him, hey, this is, these are kind of key points, and that's it. And he's like, okay, I'll run with that. And He does really good character descriptions, and I invited him to be on tonight, but he's like, "No, I'm running my campaign tonight." So what time? It goes 7:30 or 8:00, and I'm like,
"Oh, damn it! He did that on purpose." He's camera shy.
I didn't give him a hard time because they usually don't run on Monday nights, and so I know, and we know how it is when trying to schedule D&D sessions any TTRPG sessions, that it's difficult to get everybody scheduled to be able to sit down at one time. So whenever you can get everybody to sit down at one time, you take it.
Which I'm probably going to start a few campaigns on the channel in a few months. So I want to do Salvage Union for sure. And then maybe one other game. It's cool. It's a really simple game. Everything's resolved with the D20. So you have essentially everyone has a mech suit. They live in a giant crawler. Yeah. You live in a giant crawler that's like a giant union crawler. So you work for, like, you're part of a union, which is essentially there's megacorps and there's a union. It's post-apocalypse. Megacorps ruin the world, but they still exist.
Like the corpse in Cyberpunk.
Yeah. And so you pretty much just try and salvage stuff in your mech suits, and you go around trying to find cool salvage and also fight things like horrors or other corporation suits and all that. It's sort of like you're just trying to upgrade all of your stuff and make your union stronger and stronger and fuck over the corporations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's a fun game. It looks great. I'd recommend people look at it. Sorry, brain's not working right now.
Well, is that one that you'd want to do just like on camera, or what do you want to use, like a digital interface like Roll20 platform?
I probably will use their digital interface because I'm currently like building one right now for myself because I want to make a virtual tabletop that would be easier to use but still have some functions, and I wanted to introduce AI into it. That's part of the reason why I'm talking about things. I was looking at AI for helping people make campaigns and character back descriptions because once again, it's very close now. So
it does seem helpful that it would be, somebody who has trouble. Like, I can just give you the points that I want. Can you just fill in the background bits? I gave you the bullet point. Can you make it a story out of the bullet points? And it's really funny. My husband tried to get it to write a biography of him for his website the other day, and he goes, "Okay, I'll let you search the internet for this," and it pulled up, and he's like, "Hey, he does this, this, and this," and you could tell where it pulled the information from. Because my husband doesn't have a lot of online presence, but what he does, most of it's on LinkedIn. And apparently what ChatGPT had pulled was like 3 years old. So it's like, oh yeah, well, he's a penetration tester. And he's like, I'm not. And I know he's not either, but we both know he has an ethical hacking certification. So my guess is that ChatGPT saw, hey, LinkedIn says he has ethical hacking, so he's a penetration tester because that's what ethical hackers do.
Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah.
But I mean, he uses it he did use it for work before, where it was just like generating definitions. So pretty much a glorified Google of, hey, define this for me, and it puts it into a sentence form, and he can just put that into his presentation.
Gotcha.
And but images though is terrible. He's trying to use it for his own personal website. It's like, I want to see how these AI thing generates for the images. No,
they're not there.
No, especially if you try to get people.
Yeah.
Then you end up with
7 figures.
Yeah, an extra arm.
Steve Harvey is like, they're making a lot of Steve Harvey memes with AI, and that's working really well for some odd reason. And I guess AI just really knows how to make Steve Harvey work.
Well, he has not
basic
features.
He has a big mustache, bald head. He's just
He looks like, okay, I know I'm a little older than you, but I'm pretty sure you still had this game as a kid. I think it was called a Woolly Willy. And it was, you had the little magnetic stick thing, and you could drag the little
I never played it.
Little metallic thingies across to make him have hair or a mustache.
I never played that. Yeah, I was poor as a kid though, so I mean,
I was too, and I don't remember. I think I found it at the Goodwill thrift shop across the street from our house on the strip mall, probably. So I don't know how old it is. But yeah, because yeah, he does have not simple, basic, but yeah, just easy features.
Yeah. Do you want to let's try and generate some stuff?
Oh,
We
sure.
can try
Go
and do
ahead.
some. Let's
Yeah.
let's see.
1, 2, 3,
Let's
4,
see.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay.
Let's see.
I have had some of my crocheters have mentioned trying to get it to do a crochet pattern.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, that's a decent idea. Then, see how it turns out when you finish it. And I have one saved. I just haven't made myself sit down to actually do it.
This is using the crappier GPT because I don't want to sign into my account.
Yeah.
But
So, oh, it's making a dice bag.
I guess so.
Yeah. D&D themed dice bag.
Oh, there you go.
It's finishing. All right, scroll up. I want to see what kind of stitch it's telling me to make. Base
here.
bag, magic ring. Yeah. So work 9 more half double. So half double crochets are good for being able to stretch it.
Do you really need to stretch a dice bag though?
Well, I mean, when you go to open and close it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it gives a little bit more wiggle room, kind of like a ribbing on a sleeve of a shirt. So like where you have the wrist part.
Gotcha.
Huh. That'd be interesting to try. I want to make Natalie's kid a D20.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, and I found a pattern for it. I just need to. So they use, I think, some kind of like foam for it to give it that. To give it a stiffer side. Yeah. So I can do it, but it would just turn into a ball. So I need to. But like it looks like a lot of fun to be able to do that, and I think that kid needs their own D20.
Oh yeah, for sure. She'll love it. Okay, well let's make a character if I can get this to work. Let me just redo it. Okay, let's make a character. What do you want to make?
Do you want to do basic D&D classes, or do you want to do homebrew?
Let's just do a basic D&D class first. Let's just keep it within 5e.
All right. Halfling Ranger.
Okay.
Lightfoot.
All right. We a backstory. Sorry if I'm a horrible typer. Or a halfling, Lightfoot halfling. And D&D 5e. Do you have any other things you want?
Female. We'll see how it compares to my Marigold. It's the one that I have on D&D Beyond.
Lyra Greenbottle is a great name for a halfling, I do have to admit.
What'd they call him?
Lyra Greenbottle.
Huh.
Yeah. Let's see. This is actually pretty good.
That is.
I hate to say it, but this is actually really good.
And it's just vague enough that it makes sense, and then you can tweak it however you want to.
But if you're a first-time player, this is fine.
Yeah, so I mean, you didn't even there's no tragedy in here.
No, I gave it nothing.
So and so you could give it tragedy and it would throw it in there. So I like that.
Kill her parents.
Oh, made up.
Yeah.
In the verdant lands of.
It's gonna freak out. Okay, let's try a different one. It doesn't save, so I forgot that doesn't have memory. Let's see.
Tragic backstory of a orc.
Can you write me a tragic backstory of an orc?
Fighter or barbarian?
Let's say barbarian in 5e. Let's see. Let's give him one like super specific thing. Like
Tell it male or female.
Let's say male this time.
Okay.
Male. He's male. He likes
is there a not breakdown, but a sub race of orc?
There probably are. We could ask ChatGPT if there are sub races of orcs. Let's do that. Oh, there aren't. Well, so this is another useful tool is that you can ask it a quick question and it'll tell you. You have to look up in a book.
So there aren't official sub races.
Yeah.
But whatever it tells you, you always have to verify the information anyways.
Absolutely. Yeah. But honestly, it's just like, this is easy though. Yeah, it does have like a weird thing about it where it's always a little off, but it's not human. So, but
Yeah,
for stuff like this, if you just need to make a quick ruling, you can just ask it, and then after this session, actually look at the book. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. All right, so tell it to give us a tragic backstory for an orc, a male orc barbarian. By the way, thanks for doing it as a crochet pattern, not a knitting pattern.
Oh,
it's appreciated.
There is a massive difference.
Yes. I mean, I can stab you with a hook, but it'll be a little more blunt than stabbing with a knitting needle.
He loves
to
crow. Let's see what we get. Grunk.
Raiding and pillaging, strength and brutality, peaceful moments.
Grunk has a secret passion.
They banished him because he crocheted. Wow. Why would he be a coward for that?
I have no idea. I guess weak and useless. I don't know. That is I kind of like that backstory. That's pretty cool. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. I like that barbarian rage and gentle artistry. I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, see, it's cool. Like if you have no idea what you want to do your character, just throw it in there. If you have any specifics, throw it in there too, and it'll work with it. Now we have a crocheting orc. See. Let's see.
Must use that bulky yarn because those big hands cannot handle the
fighter.
The crochet thread with the tiny hooks.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's run a campaign.
My size.
Let's So we say like write me a campaign. Let's say for Fallout
There we go.
RPG where all of the players are
ghouls.
super ghouls. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, ghouls. Oh, it does it a setting. Oh.
Yep.
Huh.
Can you give me specifics for each session? So the new one for Turbo will actually give you sessions as well.
Oh,
It will
wow.
actually write down each session with this.
So like
But
a
I'll
script.
I'll see if 3 can do it though. But 4 will give you as much detail as you want. So now we have sessions. Confronting the Radiant Order.
Is that like the
Huh?
Children of Adam?
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, so there's
a secretive organization that once inhabited the bunker and experimented with radiation.
well, the radiation hazards would not affect the ghouls because, well,
Yeah.
that's not a hazard for ghouls. Okay, so it's very generic, but it works.
Yeah.
Let's see. Make me some NPCs for this. Bristle.
I'm pretty sure
General Adam.
that what do you call it? Gristle's the name of the one when you go to Nuka World. He's like the Overlord's guy, and you end up getting like his eye patch or armor or something at the end of the story. I think that's his name.
That's probably where they stole it from. To be honest, that's essentially what ChatGPT does and steal stuff. So,
yep.
Sister Abigail. Yeah. So like,
glorified Google search engine.
Yep. Let's make
character.
Portraits. Let's make portraits.
Ooh.
For the NPCs. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Luckily, no one's watching this right now, but I did do some SEO boosting for our YouTube, so hopefully more people will watch it at the end, but later on. Oh, so they just give descriptions. They're not actually going to use Dale 3. That's probably for the best.
So that's just giving you the same thing that I gave you? Or
No,
is it
it's
giving you like a physical description?
Physical descriptions, yeah. Like deeper descriptions of each of the NPCs.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean if you wanted to have it give you a starter point, there you go. Let's see. Let's make 5 player characters for this campaign. And if you log in, it'll save your stuff, and then it will also make actual photos. Raul, Scrap Rodriguez. I believe Raul is in Fallout New Vegas, right?
I don't know. I didn't play that far.
Yeah, Raul was played by Danny Trejo.
Oh, nice. Sneak. Doc.
Marcus Doc Johnson. There you go.
Huh.
So if you need to make some
And it
pre-mades, they're
remembered
good.
that we said that they were going to be ghouls.
Yep.
Because it said here, yeah, transformed into a ghoul caught in a blast. Mutated ghoul. He now.
Let's see if we can give us stats for the. It probably can't because the 2d20 rolls are proprietary. Let's see.
Or special stats.
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, special. So it.
Yeah. There you go.
Huh. Holy fucking homebrew. So, okay. So with those numbers aren't right.
Yeah,
but
they're using actual Fallout numbers.
Yeah, like
we are
like when you're in 3 or New Vegas.
Yeah. Fallout 2d20 roll. That. But the specials would still work.
Yeah. That looks better.
Yeah, that looks more accurate. There you go.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess it could generate a character for you. Wow. Okay. That's okay. Well, there you go. This is with the free version too, so
helpful for those who struggle with the homebrew,
yeah.
or struggle with backstories.
Let's try giving a really hard one. Let's see. What's a really hard character to make, do you think?
For Fallout or regular
or any
5e?
game. Any game.
Oh. Something from Neon Lords of the Toxic Wasteland.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's true. Let's see what it knows about Neon Lords.
Yeah.
Let's say, can you make me a Ruta Horde character from Neon Lords of Wasteland RPG? Ooh, what do they like to do?
Needlepoint.
Okay.
I don't know. They're kind of unicornish, so they have hooves, right? Or do they have? Okay,
yeah.
so, bread making.
Bread making,
because you can knead the dough. So that's easy. Yeah, bread making.
Let's see what it does. So it doesn't really understand Neon Lords because it gave it bread magic, which it does not have. But bread magic is cool, and Brian, if you ever watch this, I would suggest adding bread magic to your game.
That sounds so. It gives magical properties. So it sounds like something that that a mage would use.
Yeah. Let me see.
You know how they conjure food and conjure water?
Yeah. That's what it's saying. Can you stat this out? Sleepy sourdough. Buff
rolling pin of brutality.
So I think it's actually doing it for 5e. I think it's just like a whole brew for 5e. I think is what's really doing here. It has a flour pouch to replenish flour for baking. So
stained apron of protection. Or we can use these for Millie.
Yeah. That's a decent name though. Brenag the Breadsmith. Let's see. One more. Make. Here, I'll do a new chat so it doesn't get confused. I want to make a bard this time.
A bard with low charisma.
Bard with low charisma.
Bisexual, non-binary. See how ChatGPT deals with non-binary.
One more thing. Let's do one more.
Colorblind.
That's good.
Oh, it gave us a lot more. But we gave it a lot more information too.
So it's a half elf. I mean, to be honest, I don't think color blindness would separate you from your peers all that much.
No. They may make fun of your fashion choices. But hopefully somebody else who isn't colorblind will help you not walk out of the house.
Yeah.
Looking
she
at
has
color
her
mess.
parents and her brother. Oh, sorry, they have their parents and their brother, so they should be fine. They're fiercely loyal to their parents and allies. Yeah, so they took most of that we gave them and summed it up in one sentence. They really leaned heavily on the color blindness and
but I like that they didn't make it a defining part of their character. So that that's like it's who they are, and they're okay with it.
Yeah, they take it with pride. I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They've got this. Basic character. Yeah. So if you ever need help, there you go. Let's see. Let's see if we can do one more. You probably can't use Dell 3 without logging in. So, but I mean, like anything that's writing based, you can just do that. Let's make me a bard's song about the lusty Argonian winch.
Taverns old where tales unfold. There's a legend oft retold of lusty Argonian.
There you go.
Lusty Argonian went so bold, with eyes like embers, heart of gold. In shadows deep where whispers creep, she danced like a fire, a soul to keep. Her scales shimmered in the moon's soft sweep, as she bewitched all who dared to peep. With a laugh that sparkled like morning dew, she'd weave her charm. Oh, how she knew the hearts of men she'd ensnare and sue with the sway of her hips, a glance so true. Her voice a melody sweet and low, a siren's call in the ebb and flow. I kind of like that line right there.
Yeah, that is a great line.
Of tavern songs where passion would grow, and the lusty Argonian winches show. But beware, dear friends, of her beguiling grace, for in her embrace lies a hidden space. Where love and desire meet their embrace, in the depths of her eyes, a dangerous place. So raise a mug to the tales we tell of the lusty Argonian, a legend to spell. In her presence we're under the spell, under her swell, in the taverns old, where her stories dwell. So some of that, it's a little too rhymey.
Yeah, it's a little too rhymey.
Yeah, but I like the
really,
sirens
yeah.
call and the ebb and flow. I really like that line.
Yeah, I do too. That is a great line.
No?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we need a bard song. It'll write you one.
That must be a bard with low charisma.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It goes well with Aaron. So there you go. Any other thoughts before we shut this podcast down?
No. I think that it's
Okay.
a good way to use the powers of AI for good.
Yeah.
Especially for those who homebrew and struggle with, something besides just bullet points. So I'll give you bullet points if you give me the if you fill in the, if I give you the answers to the blanks, it's like a Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's Mad Libs. It's not a very good Mad Libs, but like it'll get you close. And we were able to generate Fallout 3 characters, not Fallout 3, Fallout 2D20 characters.
Yeah.
With stats and specials and all that. So
yeah. So that was pretty cool that it had to correct it, and it said, okay, this is what it is.
And if I would have specified it in the beginning, it would have made it better. But I mean, all I say is, like, if you need to generate some really quick PCs for like a one-time game, just put it in ChatGPT. It'll make it for you, and then you tweak it to what you want. But the stats, you probably don't care about all that much.
Yeah, I mean, even you could make your own stats and tell it that too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, roll the dice and, all right, I know I have this strength and this wisdom and all this, and so there we go.
Yep, just put it together for me.
So if I had that back when I first started this Fallout campaign, I actually might have had a backstory for Sally.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk about whether you need a backstory or not.
Let's try that real quick. Can you open that back up?
Oh shoot!
I want to see what we can do with Sally that we already know.
Okay, let me get an open chat. GPT. Stay logged out.
Just for shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles, or my buddy Jake would say, shiggles. Just for shiggles.
It's all shits and giggles, so somebody giggles and shits.
So.
All right, make a backstory for Sally the super mutant.
For Sally the super mutant. I guess it's 2 words probably.
Yeah, she is a brute? Well, shit, now that I started this, I gotta go find my damn sheet. Give me just 2 seconds. But I think she's not brute. I can't remember, because brute was one I didn't want her to be. Oh, no, I lied. She is brute.
Okay, she is a brute.
Yep. All right. I can give you her special.
Probably don't need that.
Okay. So
she wears a pink bikini.
She is found in a fighting arena wearing a pink bikini. And the only memory she has of her past life is a personal trinket that's a pre-war party invite.
Okay.
And she's probably a kleptomaniac because she likes that junk jet, which means she can pick up anything she finds and uses it as a weapon, which is amazeballs. I love that they showed the junk jet in the Fallout TV series.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing.
I loved that. Best weapon in the wasteland. I'm sad that 76 doesn't have it.
Yeah, they don't. You're right. Especially for a
Yeah.
game that has so much junk, you think they would give us junk jet. But it's probably hard on the servers. She is
Yeah.
Domania. The game is Fallout 2D20. And if you notice, it still says in the Desolate Wastelands again. So expect some saminess, even though once again, 4 Turbo. This is shot at GPT 3. 4 Turbo is much better. So
All right. Desolate wastelands, the puzzled world stands out amidst the chaos. Once a regular human, Sally's life took a drastic turn when she was exposed to the harsh radiation and mutating agents that predate the wasteland. Transformed into a hulking brute, she found herself thrust into the world of survival where strength often dictated one's fate. Sally's journey begins in the ruins of an old city where she was discovered in a fighting arena, clad in a garish, yes, that's exactly how you describe that pink bikini, garish, a stark contrast to her monstrous form. It was there that she became known for her formidable strength and ferocity in combat, a reputation that earned her both admiration and fear among the wasteland denizens. Despite her imposing appearance, Sally clung to a fragment of her past life, a pre-war invitation to a lavish party, a relic from a long time gone. It was a reminder of her humanity buried beneath layers of mutation and hardship. Oh, I like that. Buried beneath layers of mutation and hardship. I like that. Yet, as much as she longed for her lost humanity, the brutal reality of the wasteland often forced her to abandon such sentimentality in favor of survival. One defining aspect of Sally's character is a kleptomania, a trait that emerged as a coping mechanism in the harsh wasteland. Constantly scavenging and hoarding whatever she could find, Sally's kleptomania became both a blessing and a curse, providing her with valuable resources while also drawing the ire of those who fell victim to her pilfering ways. As Sally roams the wasteland, she's driven by a primal instinct to survive and a desperate desire to reclaim some resemblance of her lost humanity. Yet, in a world where the strong thrive and the weak perish, Sally must tread carefully lest she become just another casualty of the unforgiving wasteland.
Oh. It's all right. That was all right. It's not the best backstory I've ever read. It's not the worst backstory I've ever read.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't give it much information.
Yeah.
So
yeah. There was some good, there was a couple good lines. There was a couple good lines.
Yeah. I'll give it that. All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of filler, but there's a couple good lines. So
yeah, and that's what's good for it. Is it gives you the filler. I give it the facts.
Yeah.
It gives me the filler. Would I use that to publish something? No.
No, absolutely not.
No, but it. Ooh, big crack of thunder.
Oh, shoot.
No, I think that was really cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about using that for that, but it makes sense.
I mean, nobody does. Yeah, like I didn't think about it until I was already using it for other stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, well, my kid was telling me about that just a couple of days ago.
Oh, really?
I was shocked. Yeah, and listening to it sing was just it was weird. It doesn't sound like AI, and that's just
there was one singer. It was like James Blunt or something like that. They made a AI version of his music. He's like an acoustic singer-songwriter type. He made that song "You're Beautiful" from back in the day, where he says it a billion times. So they made songs that he was just like they pretty much just told AI to make songs like his songs, and they did, and you couldn't tell them apart. And even he was offended because he didn't realize that his music was that generic because it just sounded like his songs.
Like generic boy band hit number 1, generic boy band hit number 2.
Yeah, and he was just like, can't believe like either the GPT is really good now or I'm really generic. And I unfortunately I believe it's the latter. So yeah,
it's
pretty
crazy,
good.
but it's learning from it learns from people. It learns from people who have coded it. So
Yeah.
it's not self-aware.
Yeah.
And like with my husband, when he was looking for the thing for his biography, for his About Me page, what it found wasn't
It's
right.
useless, just garbage.
Yeah. So it pretty much was a glorified Google search engine, and it's like, no, this. I mean, yeah, didn't work. I mean, yeah, I appreciate the try, but some stuff you can use and some stuff you can't. And
if it's not public domain, you're not going to be able to find it. So
yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, yeah, I said it won't do anything for you when all it can really find on you online is your LinkedIn profile. Yeah, because like even his Facebook has barely anything on it, and he hasn't touched that thing in a decade.
Yeah. So I mean, that's about all you can do. All right, so we do an outro, and then
have ChatGPT write me an outro. Because I can't do it like Noah does it.
Of course.
Thank you for Thank you for embarking on this epic adventure with us today. Whether you faced dragons, delved into dungeons, or discovered the secrets of the arcane, we hope you enjoyed the journey as much as we did. Remember, the realms of fantasy are endless. And so until next time, may your dice rolls be high and your adventures legendary. Farewell, fellow travelers, until we meet again in the realms of imagination. That sounds like some Matt Mercer shit.
Yeah. That's so real funny. I think on that we should end. That sounds like some Matt Mercer shit. All right.
I've been Jen.